Más presents Your Voice is Your Community, today with Emilia Vilaire-Monchery, who currently serves as the Community Impact Senior Director of Educational Initiatives at United Way of Broward County. Hello, and welcome to Your Voice is Your Community. We are very excited to be today here at United Way of Broward County, their headquarters, their office is here. And it is such a pleasure to be here with Emilia. Emilia, you are the Community Impact Senior Director of Educational Initiatives at United Way of Broward County, Emilia Vilaire-Monchery. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
I am really excited to hear about what you do at United Way of Broward County. What is your role here and why you feel that role is so important for the communities of Broward?
Definitely. Thank you for having me. So at United Way, we have three main pillars, and we address health, financial prosperity, and education. The pillar that I oversee is education. Okay. And in that pillar, we have very big goals for our community. And we use the donations that we receive, since we're a donor-centered organization, and we redistribute those funds. We reallocate them out to the community. And we do that through grants. And we ask the community to put evidence-based quality programs together for children. Mm-hmm. Primarily, currently, we have a priority focus on STEM education, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Awesome.
And also social and emotional learning. We want to make sure that our children are well within their emotions and their minds so that they are able to learn to their fullest potential. Mm-hmm. And so the funding that we receive, we allocate out to the community so that they can put on those programs for our children. Through an after-school program, a summer camp, a spring break camp, and through other various ways that they can make sure that they're implementing these high-quality programs.
What are the most important services that you feel that is important for the community to know that exists in, United Way of Broward? How can they find out, first of all? Because, just being here, talking to people, I've learned so much just being here for just, less than an hour, right? And I just wanted to know, how could people, where can they go to find out a little bit more about United Way of Broward? You talk about also, dispersing these funds. If you're a nonprofit organization who's probably doing some work right now in Broward County, what do you suggest they do, if you could share with them?
Sure. So it's a two-part question. So first, if you're a community resident and you're looking for assistance, whether it be aftercare services for your child, daycare services, an autism evaluation. If you're experiencing a financial crisis and you need financial assistance, you need help paying a light bill or avoiding eviction. Mm-hmm. If you're having an emotional crisis and you're not feeling so well and you need to talk to someone, the number that I'm going to give everyone is very simple. It's 211. You pick up the phone, you dial 211. 211 Broward is an agency that serves as the resource directory of our county. They have thousands of organizations and agencies out there in our community that are able and willing to help you with your needs. And so it's very important for us all to know that number. I kind of always have this thing where I say, if it's not a 911 emergency call, but you need help, it's probably a 211 call.
I love it. I love it. And the other thing I heard is like the modern day of the yellow pages, right?
Exactly. It is the modern yellow pages for sure. Yes.
So thank you for that, because I think a lot of, just in our communities in Broward that is so diverse, and the beauty of Broward is its beauty is its diversity. Mm-hmm. Is, a lot of people, I didn't know that. I've been living here since 2008. And I did not know this.
Yeah.
And I have, so many times, I don't know how many times, people say, hey, I need this, or I need help with this. And I'm Googling or going on the website search, trying to see how to find this. And this has made my life better today, because now I can help other people that say, hey, 211, the fact that it's in English, the fact that it's in Spanish, the fact that it's in Haitian Creole, and I believe other languages, I think, and the fact the United Way of Broward County is funding this program is so, so valuable. So thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
Thank you. I also wanted to find out, about your educational programs. You mentioned a program about peace.
Yeah. So what I explained earlier is kind of our external support to the community where we provide funding out to the community. But we also oversee our own internal programs that we have a hand in running. And one of those is Choose Peace, Stop Violence. As you all know, our children are under incredible stressors, and that manifests itself sometimes into behavioral issues. And so in the school system, you know, there are very many instances of violence, of bullying. You know, our children just really need guidance and support. And I always say hurt people, you know? Yeah. So our children who are hurting, really are having troubles processing and healing, and in effect might end up hurting others. And so Choose Peace, Stop Violence is an initiative where we empower a group of students that we call agents of change, and they commit to being youth leaders in their school and helping peer-to-peer education. And so we give them a guide, and we're youth-led, adult guided. So we are behind the scenes supporting them to put on initiatives within their school to address issues such as bullying, violence, hatred, racism, things of that nature. We give them a guide and give them support so that they can put on activities, events, awareness campaigns to help their peers address these issues and get to a better place.
Emilia, you hold a bachelor's degree in psychology from Florida International University, master's degree in mental health counseling from Nova, all local.
Yeah.
How long have you lived here? How long have you lived in Broward?
I have lived in Broward. Well, I have worked in Broward here at United Way of Broward County for 7 years.
Okay.
And before that, I worked my entire career in Miami-Dade County, doing very similar work. I've been in the nonprofit arena since graduating from college, since undergrad. I've always worked at nonprofits. It is my passion. It is my heart. It speaks to, you know, what I want to do with my life, and with my knowledge, and with, you know, what just changes I want to see in the world.
How does your life story, and this is something I also asked Maria Hernandez, who's doing the Spanish counterpart of this interview, but how does your life story impact the programs that you have here in United Broward?
So on a personal level, I truly feel that a lot of the issues that peers that I had growing up were facing were kind of ameliorated on my ends because of such a strong family that I come from. My family is very strongly family oriented. My parents are very involved and active, and we just keep really, really close and full of love and affection. And I felt like that was like the biggest protective factor for me growing up. So how that relates to my career now is I wanted to really help people from the very beginning, from infancy, you know, from maybe even prenatal, understand how having a strong family front is one of the best and biggest protective factors for all the ills of society that are out there. Not saying that it's foolproof and no one will, you know, go left when they're supposed to go right, because people do, even coming from the best situations, but it is very strong. And so I work to really solidify that, and get people to invest into their children, and not just financially, but invest emotionally, your presence. And so for the systems to be set up to allow families to do so.
So what are the programs that you feel most proud of that you've worked on?
Oh my gosh. One of the programs that I've worked on that I feel most proud of here at United Way of Broward County is probably Youth Leadership Institute. And that is through Broward Youth Coalition that we have here, is where we have a coalition. We open the table to youth and we say, hey, if you want to make a difference in your community, we're offering you an opportunity to do so. And, you know, people give teenagers a bad rep, but they are fantastic, beautiful beings.
I agree.
And they have such big hearts.
Yeah.
And given the opportunity and the space and the right guidance, they can do so much. These children are so driven and they surprise me all the time. And so, like I said, we give them the opportunity, we give them the space, and we say, what do you want to do? What issues do you see in your community and how do you want to address it? And they do it. And they do it fantastically. So they just need that platform.
So one of those kids who might be watching, including mine who's at home with watching these videos, how if this kid is saying, you know what, I'd like to be part of that youth program. You know, I'm interested in helping. And I agree with you. They have big hearts and mainly what they need is love, right?
Correct.
It's not rocket science. And I'm very glad to hear about the services of 211 because sometimes parents are also going through a rough time where they need to be healed so that they can give that love.
Exactly.
Right? So it goes hand in hand. And I think that that's a really important piece. Where can they go? Can they go to your website?
Yes. Visit our website. It's www.unitedwaybroward.org.
Okay.
And you can see on our website all the opportunities to get involved, to volunteer for certain events, to get connected with our action teams that we call it, is where, you know, we're as a community, we're coming together, we're taking action. And all the information will be there.
Anything else you'd like to add in terms of something that we haven't talked about, something that's happening, something that's coming up?
Yeah. I mean, overall, my message to the community is just, you know, help is out there. Help is out there. There are resources. There are people, fantastic people. The network of providers that we interact with here on a daily basis, the United Way, is just amazing. These people are dedicated, committed. We just finished a 2-day conference just yesterday, where we had a room of 500 different providers in one space. Wow. And I mean, passionate, dedicated people really trying to make a difference. So we're out there. Help is out there. And, you know, if you're looking for assistance, if you're looking for help, please dial 211 or visit the website 211-broward.org. That is the resource directory of any kind of services that you need, any kind of help that you need. Please, you know, engage them, use it to your advantage. It's free and it's there. You know, people are waiting on the sidelines, just waiting to help. You just have to reach out.
Well, Emilia Vilaire-Monchery, she currently serves as the Community Impact Senior Director of Educational Initiatives at United Way of Broward County. We want to thank you for opening the space, for allowing We Are Más to come here and to learn from you. And we're here to help. We're here to help share whatever you're doing too. And thank you for your heart, because your heart shows that you're really invested in this. And that's what makes a whole difference when you do work for the communities. Right. There are people who do the work for doing the work, and there are people like you who do it because they care. So thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.